So there is a lot of discussions going around about Stack Overflow being dead. I think what these people kind of want to say is that the site itself is dead, and then not a lot of people are going there. Okay, well, it's dead because not a lot of people are using it, or posting questions, or even going there to get answers to the questions. I think that the problem with that is that they calling it dead just based on website traffic, right? So if a system or a website does not get it doesn't get enough traffic, does not mean it's dead, right? So for example, there is a lot of businesses that have for example, real estate businesses, they have their websites that barely receive any traffic, but you go to their shops and all that, and like some of the people with that website are the ones pulling in the most revenue. So it's saying that Stack Overflow's data is kind of similar thing. And I think since the beginning of the time, basically since the site has been around, excuse me, I don't think the site always attracted people who were super sort of advanced, as like who were good programmers, like senior developers and all that. Stack Overflow does not always attract these sort of people, because these sort of people generally um, use the documentation or other places. It's not always Stack Overflow. So the portion of the people, the actual engineers using Stack Overflow has always been very low. If you look at the stats that they release every year, most of the people who do actually use Stack Overflow are people who are starting off, who just 1, 2, 3 years of experience. These are the people who use Stack Overflow most of the time. So with AI, it seems like these people have sort of realized that they don't need to go to Stack Overflow anymore, and they can just write the question in the AI and get the basic answer they're looking for, even though they don't understand the output. So these people are gone from Stack Overflow, and people like myself, where we sort of just mostly work on legacy projects with 10-15 developers who sort of big projects where you need more than few developers, right? People like us don't sort of still, we do use AI, but we also use Stack Overflow still to this day, because Stack Overflow can give you a good variation of answers, right? So you can make up your own mind. You can kind of understand what's going on with the code. You can then copy that and then add that to AI, ask it to explain and all that, simplify the syntax maybe. But people like me, people who I know, they still use Stack Overflow very heavily. They don't let something like Cloud or Copilot go crazy on their code bases, because every commit matters, and every commit is going to be reviewed, and you cannot just go crazy, make changes to 10 files when in reality you only needed to make change to 2 files, and that's gonna get caught, and you're gonna look bad. You're gonna just look like a bad developer. Maybe you're not a bad developer, you're just lazy. And yeah, so I don't think Stack Overflow is dead. It's just the, the beginners are gone. They're not using Stack Overflow anymore, and yeah, that's not gonna come back. But advanced topics, complex stuff, it's very much alive in that context. So a lot of people try to use these charts of Stack Overflow and all that being dead as an indication that the the AI has replaced everything. That is why big sites like Stack Overflow are no longer used, which is obviously not the case. um, the code is still being written, and it's just the basic stuff is written by AI. The scaffolding, the new code, some sort of like automation and all that stuff is written by AI a lot. But people who sort of take their job seriously, the code that is important, it can kind of break your it can sort of ruin your business. That sort of code base, you still need to review manually. If AI has injected a function that you don't understand, you don't use it. It's a simple fact for senior engineers and all that. So don't think Stack Overflow's dead. There's nothing to worry about. Beginner people are using AI to get their answers. Advanced users are using a little bit of both AI and Stack Overflow. So that's where we are. That's my honest opinion on all this. I think, yeah. So I think I've said enough, and I have written an ebook about some sort of small snippets, little gems, a few things I've learned here and there as an engineer. I've documented all that in the ebook, and you can find that in the description. And yeah, that's my opinion on Stack Overflow, and I'll catch you guys next time.